Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a April beauty favorites, and I have all the products I have that I've been loving for the last month. I do have one fail this month, so stay tuned at the end of the video for that. This is a very late April favorites video, but I wanted to share with you guys the products that I have really enjoyed the past month, and yeah, I want to just share those favorites with you guys. So if you're interested to see what my favorites were last month, then just continue watching. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. I do upload 3 times a week, Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so definitely subscribe so you don't miss out. If you want to see what my favorites were, then just continue watching. Start off with a kind of like I guess it's a lip mask. I've been sick the past week, 2 weeks now actually. I still have like a little something on my throat. If you watched my Shop My Stash videos a couple weeks ago, I mentioned that I was sick and I just had a really bad cough. Like I didn't have strep or anything, but my lips were super chapped, and anything that I applied to my lips, it'd just be super chapped. So the usual lip balm that I always use that I can't think of right now, it just wasn't working out, and I had this little sample of this Bites Beauty Agave lip mask, and this just really saved my lips. It smells really nice as well. This is just a mini. I got this for free. I don't know if I placed an order or if it came into play by Sephora, but this is really nice. I would definitely purchase a full size of this if you suffer from super dry lips and you need something really good. Try this out. This Agave Beauty lip mask has really been like saving my lips and saving me from chappy lips. Next up, I have 2 setting sprays that I enjoyed the past month. The first one is by MAC. It's the Fix Plus Matte version. And here is what the packaging looks like. If you guys can tell, there is kind of like a white liquid down here. So you really have to shake up the product, because if you don't, if you spray it on your face, it kind of leaves like residue spots on your face. But if you really shake it up really good, it does really beautiful matte things to your skin. I did find that my makeup was more long lasting and my oils didn't peek through when I used this product. Another product that I really enjoyed is the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. This also worked really nicely on. I wasn't one to really shake up a product and then I just sprayed it on my face. I never really shook up a product, but now I know what the hype is on this. Like everybody would rave about this and I'm just like, it's just a setting spray. But shake up your sprays. If you don't, you might be like me, that you don't shake up your setting sprays and you just grab and spray. It does wonderful things to your skin, just letting you know. Next up, a primer that will stand out to me. Oh, I have 2 primers. This one was sent to me by Octoly a few weeks ago. The brand is First Aid Beauty. This is the Pores Be Gone Matte Primer, and this works super good to minimize pores and also keep you more matte throughout the day. I thought this was going to be like a silicone-based primer, but as you can see, and it's a water-based primer. It's kind of like a moisturizer type, and it does feel like really nice and smooth on the skin as well. It blurs out my pores and it also keeps me matte. It also has a really nice like coconutty scent to it as well. I don't know, like fruity coconutty scent. I really enjoyed this. I'm not like raving about it because it was sent to me. Like I honestly really enjoyed this primer and I was really surprised. Again, I thought it was going to be silicone based, and it really shocked me that it was more of a water based primer, more like a moisturizer, and you can feel it like kind of smooth on my hand right here. It is dried down already. Again, this is a really good primer. Another primer that I really enjoyed that's actually I put in my project pan just because I've had in my collection sitting as a backup primer. So I decided to just go ahead and put it in my project pan to use it up. This is the Stila One Step Correct Skin Tone Correcting and Brightening Serum Primer. And now I know why I had a backup of this, because I used to have this product before and it's super good. Like if you have any redness, anything like that you need to be color correcting on the face, this is really nice. And then also it kind of makes your foundation look really nice and smooth and long lasting. I just really like this primer. I'm like, this is why I had a backup, because it's amazing. ShanXO was the one that got me into this primer, and I'm definitely going to repurchase this once I finish this up, because again, this is in a project pan. 2 standout foundations. I feel like I'm pretty repetitive on my foundations. I don't know if I mentioned it like last month or the month before, but the 2 foundations that I think I've mentioned these before, but I'm going to do a quick shout out. Kokie Cosmetics Skin Perfect HD Foundation. I've definitely mentioned this in the favorites actually, because I remember that Kokie commented on one of my videos saying that they were happy that I was loving this. So another quick shout out. I wasn't sure if I had mentioned that or not. And then this is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation in the shade 460 Golden Beige. I've raved about this foundation before as well. I don't know if I did it recently or not. Sorry, I don't remember doing it recently. But this has been in a favorites video pretty often. It gives you coverage. It's a medium coverage foundation. You can get a high coverage as well. And it looks really nice. I don't find it that it looks heavy on my T-zone or anything. By the end of the day, it's really long lasting as well. And it looks really pretty. It doesn't look heavy on the skin. This is one that I've just been really enjoying. And another quick shout out that's also in a project pan is this NYX Total Control Total Drop Foundation. This is what I have on my skin. Every time I wear this foundation, I always get compliments in my videos. And even one day, actually it was in my Project Pan video, I was like, what's on my skin? Is it so-and-so? And then I just kept, you know, editing my video, and then I mentioned that I was wearing this, and I was like, oh my gosh, like my skin looks so good every time I wear this foundation. I have mine in the shade medium olive. It just looks beautiful. Again, this is what I'm wearing on my skin, and I just really like how my foundation looks. This is more of a full coverage foundation, so I wouldn't wear it for every day. That's the reason why I haven't really finished it during the project pan, just because I don't like full coverage foundations for everyday use. But again, my skin always looks good. Every time you guys compliment my skin, it's because I'm wearing this. So pick this up. It retails around $15 at the drugstore. A concealer that stood out to me this past month was by Urban Decay. It's the Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. I have mine in the shade Light Warm. Here's what the packaging looks like. And I really enjoyed this because it didn't look heavy on the skin, and it also looks really hydrated as well, but it gave me coverage as well. I used this years ago. I picked it up a few months ago, and it was just in my new makeup drawer because I had picked it up half off. Ulta had a half off sale, and I'm like, let me use it. It's just sitting there, so I'd rather use the product a little bit than it just sit there and then go bad. But again, this is really nice coverage. It looks really pretty on the under eyes. It doesn't look heavy. It looks pretty hydrated as well. So this is a standout concealer to me. For powder, I really loved, if you watched my Jeffree Star Magic Star powder and concealer review, you'll see in live how my skin looked when I applied this powder. I have mine in the shade beige. This is the Magic Star powder, I believe. If not, I'll correct it on the screen. The only little downside of this is the scent. I'm not a big fan of scents. Oh my gosh, it wasn't even a big whiff, but that's just kind of strong. I'm not a big fan of powdered scents. Just like the Too Faced Peach Perfect, I don't like the peach scent to it. I just feel like it's kind of strong. So that's the only downside of this powder, is the scent. It smells good, but it's kind of strong for my liking. Again, I like powders that don't have a scent, because then you end up getting a big whiff and you're coughing, or you end up eating it. But it just looks super pretty on my skin, so I am okay with kind of overlooking the scent or kind of holding my breath while applying it. So I don't know, but my skin looked beautiful, smoothing, really pretty. The next product is product by Maybelline it's a Puma times Puma. It was a collab, a chrome highlight in the shade Knockout. Here's the packaging. It's super pretty, but the inside is beautiful. It's something different that I have for my collection, and then when you swatch this, it's super buttery and creamy. Here's the swatch. I'm going to do a swatch. Look how pretty this is. It looks wet on the skin. Let's put some on actually so you guys can see. I have pretty much some highlight, but look at this. It just looks really pretty. My skin already looks highlighted. I don't need any more, but it's beautiful. And it's, again, super unique. It's kind of like a gold pinkish type highlight. Your cheekbones look wet when you wear this. I really like this. And then the last product that I really enjoyed this past month was by The Balm. This is In the Balm of Your Hand. Greatest Hits Volume 2. Here's what the packaging looks like. And then here is what the inside looks like. You get 3 blushes, a bronzer, a highlight, and 4 eyeshadows. I took this with me when we went on a cruise the end of last month. And it just worked out for me. I had blush, bronzer, highlight. I had everything I needed in this. And then everyday neutral shades. It was just my go-to. I also mixed some of the blushes in my crease blushes to kind of do just like a toned down pinky look. This is just everything you need to travel with. If you want to like not take so much stuff when you travel, again, this palette has it all. You have 3 blushes, a pinky, a peach, and then like a more rosy type color. Your bronzer, your highlights over here, which is Mary Luminizer. And then eyeshadows you have in here are from like the popular shades from other palettes, like Meet Matrimony, Nude Dude, Rockstar palette, and Meet Matte Adore. Like, this is a great like travel palette. If you're eyeing it, go ahead and pick it up. I picked mine up on the Balm when they had 50% off sale. So that's when I would recommend buying from the Balm. I actually really love the Schwing liquid liner. I finished that up and I would definitely repurchase that. But again, get this palette when you can get it at 50% off. It's such a great everyday palette and travel palette. And then I do have one fail this month. I actually already got my email because I did return it. And it was by Jeffree Star Cosmetics as well, which was the concealer. I ended up returning mine just because I ended up picking the shade C7. And it's just a little too light for me. I kind of looked and I feel like my shade is C14. It just looked really heavy on my under eyes. And then it also did kind of crease in my inner corners as well. Even if I set it, like I set it the same way I set any concealer. And it just kind of looked heavy and cakey, and it didn't look nice on my under eyes. It just looked drying, and again it creased. So I did return that to Beautylish. I did get my email today that they received my product. And I did ask for store credits, so I am thinking of like purchasing the corrector in peach just because I don't have very many correctors. Did return my Jeffree Star concealer. Again, it was just kind of heavy and it did crease in my inner corners and just made my under eyes look a little older than what I am already. But those are all the products that I enjoyed this past month, and also a fail. Let me know down below what products you have been enjoying or what you have been loving lately. I would love to know. Also, if you're not yet subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye!